Of. Let's move on to hypnotherapy. Okay, so hypnotherapy. Now, you would think that I would love hypnotherapy because I do hypnotherapy. I train people in hypnosis and hypnotherapy. Not only that, but it's a big part of some of the things that we do as part of our practice. Now, number one, let me answer the first thing. Should you be scared of hypnotherapy? Well, of course you shouldn't. Trance work is something that happens all the time. In fact, all of the therapies that I've just mentioned put you into different types of trances. You could argue, for instance, that counselling puts you into a majorly negative crap trance where all you do is you focus all your attention on the rubbish things that have happened through your life and then you talk about them incessantly. And actually, if you've ever experienced that, you may have experienced a very similar experience to trance, which is that feeling that when the person goes, okay, that's your time, you've done really well today, thanks very much. And that's the end bit that you get, that you think, oh my God, was that 45 minutes? Was that an hour already? And that's because you spent time hypnotised, you spent time in this trance place. The myth about hypnosis is that somebody has control of your mind. They 100% don't. They're just guiding you through their mind. Although I will admit, and this is one of the negatives of hypnosis, is that many hypnotherapists like you to think they have control of your mind because it gives them some sort of ego complex or power trip. I don't know what it is. If you ever meet a hypnotherapist that says, I'm going to take control of your mind, run the other direction as fast as you can. One of the things that I remember being trained in when I was very early into my training in hypnosis was the fact that these things are something that's done with a client or a patient or a customer, whatever you want to call yourself. But what it's not is, it's not done to your client. It's not done to your patient. It's done with, not done to. And that's a really, really important thing to understand when you go for hypnotherapy. Now, hypnotherapy is hugely, hugely effective. If you can find a brilliant hypnotherapist, they genuinely can change your life in incredibly short times. The challenge is that many modern hypnotherapists don't take the time to understand the full problem, and they also work off scripts. So what I mean by that is, and this isn't true again of every hypnotherapist, I'm just saying this is a generalized thing for many of them, is that when you go in and you say, I've got anxiety, what they do is they go through their big book of scripts and they go, and to find the page that says anxiety script, and they go, excellent, okay, this is great. Now, you're going to enjoy this over the next little while, but what I need you to do first is I just need you to close your eyes. Now, as you imagine sitting there, floating inside your mind, and off they go, and they begin reading the same script that they've used for 200 other people who have all experienced the same anxiety symptoms as you. Now, this is all right, this is okay, and it will work for maybe, 100 out of the 200? But if they just took a little bit of time and scrapped the scripts, then all of a sudden they'd be able to make it effective for all 200 people. I don't believe that in these kind of 2-hour stop smoking things. I know that you'll know people who have gone, I went to hypnotherapy, 2 hours stopped smoking, not had a fag in 30 years. They were the 100 that it worked for, but there's another 100 who walked away going, nah, it didn't work, to be honest, it was a bit rubbish. So please choose your hypnotherapist carefully. Never be scared of closing your eyes. We only do that so that you've shut out the outside world so you can concentrate on yourself. Your hypnotherapist is a tour guide. But just watch for those ones that have a little bit of a power trip. So, hypnotherapy pros, and the good things, hugely effective, exactly where you need to go to be able to create massive, massive shifts. But one of the negatives is that sometimes you get a little bit of a one-size-fits-all treatment, and that's not very effective. Okay.